Thank you so much for joining me. So to begin, please find a nice quiet space where you can either sit or lay down and make yourself warm and comfortable, and get ready to go on an inner journey. When you're ready, just let your eyes drift closed. Bring your attention to your breath. Let it flow into and expand your belly up into your chest and head, and letting it all go. Let's do this again. A nice big inhale into the belly, up into the chest and the head, and let it all go. I want you to keep this relaxing rhythm going as you tense the muscles in your left foot, just tensing them and letting them go. And then your left calf muscles, tense and let go. Your left thigh and butt cheek, just tense and let it go. And we're going to move to your right foot. Tense your right foot and let it go. Your right calf muscle, tense and let go. Your right thigh and butt cheek, tense and let go. Now tense your abdomen and let go. Tense your chest and back muscles and let go. Tense your hands and let go, just gently. Now tense your hands and arms together and let go. Now move your neck just very slightly from side to side, just releasing any tension. And let anything you're holding onto in between your eyebrows just release. And let go of your jaw. And now take a nice big deep breath in through your belly like we did before. And let it go, and let yourself be still. And take a scan of your body from head to toe, sensing how relaxed and calm you feel. Let your heart rate relax, and bring your awareness to your heart center. Allow yourself to be fully present in this moment. All is well, and you are ready to embark on a beautiful adventure. Your favorite person in the world comes into the space in which you lay or sit with an old-looking book. They pull up a chair and sit next to you. They telepathically tell you that they are going to take you on a journey of love and friendship. And not to worry, they will be guiding you the whole time. All you need to do is let your imagination go. They tell you to take your imagination to a beautiful, spacious, open farmland. You are galloping on a majestic horse to a little mud hut at the end of a field. As you dismount your horse and enter the hut, you see a cozy fire roaring in the corner, and different supplies are hanging and stored about. There is a person stood at the table. They ask you to tend to the horse. You tell them instinctively, as you wish. You have a great deal of love and respect for this person and would do anything for them. The feeling is mutual. The sun sets beyond the field, and you both enjoy the setting of another beautiful day and set your intention that the next day will only be better and everything that will happen will be in your best interest. You are then riding through the most magical castle grounds. There is fresh, groomed greenery surrounding you. The castle stands majestically behind. You can see its turrets and drawbridge. Everything you imagine early century England to be. Your horse takes you into the forest. You take nice deep breaths, allowing your lungs to fill with fresh oxygen. You arrive at a very short dock with a quaint ship ready for you to board. There are 3 gentlemen awaiting you. They introduce themselves as Fessik, Inigo Montoya and Vizzini. They tell you they are taking you across the seas to the cliffs of insanity, where they will take you on a series of challenges to test your skills. The ship sails off through the calm seas, and as you look around the surrounding forest, it brings you a sense of peace. You all soon arrive at the tallest vertical cliff face you've ever seen. Fessik tells you not to worry and that he will carry you. The 3 of you don his back, and Fessik bravely climbs the rope straight up the side. As you elevate, you feel yourself expand in your subconscious, like you are traveling into deeper parts of yourself and rising higher. You arrive at the top, and Fessik and Vizzini depart. Inigo Montoya stays and hands you the finest rapier sword in the land. He tells you that this is a test of your technique. He tells you to face him in fencing. You happily accept the challenge. The 2 of you move gracefully around the cliff top, fencing over rocks and listening to the clashing of steel. This is exhilarating. You are releasing pent-up stress you have stored for too long. Inigo is a skilled swordsman, and he takes you along for the ride, moving forward and back like a choreographed dance, but not backing down to defeat. Inigo knocks your sword out of your hand and points the end of his sword at your chest. He tells you to never back down from what you believe in, that to persevere and stay strong will only bring you success. Your strongest belief should be of yourself. You thank him. He points you in the direction of your next test. You climb higher still to a grassier cliff top with enormous rocks, some bigger than you and Fessik. Fessik comes out from behind a large rock and asks if you are ready. You say that you are. He says that this is a test of your strength. You go over to him and attempt to lift him up. He does not move. He finds this quite comical. He lifts you up effortlessly and sits you on top of one of the tallest rocks. He looks at you face to face and says it is not your size that makes you strong. It is the ability to master your inner strength as well as your outer strength. He turns around and you jump on his back. You put your arms around his neck, and after a few moments, he falls asleep on the floor. You are ready for your next challenge. You climb higher still, and you see your love from back on the farm, sat with Vizzini at a small picnic table with the views of the valley surrounding you. It is breathtaking and marvelous. This is a test of your wits. He fills 2 wine glasses with a delicious Cabernet, and you notice a small vial of powder on the table. Vizzini picks it up and tells you to turn away. You turn your head and take a breath whilst admiring the view. He tells you to turn back to look at the wine. He asks you to tell him which one contains poison. You acquiesce and consider your options. You decide to pick up your own glass. So he switches your cups and tells you to drink. You do so and it tastes delicious. He tells you that both of the cups were poisoned. The test begins now. It is how much negativity you can digest and carry around with you. How much toxic energy from people is truly affecting your spirit and soul, and how are you dealing with it? This is the question to ask yourself. What will help you right now? You are both absolutely fine, and you thank him for his candor, and you take your love by the hand. They ask if you are ready, and you are both running through a beautiful ravine. They tell you that this part will be your biggest test of courage. You are about to run into the fire swamp. You find yourself in a forest with a light fog at your feet. You move between branches and carefully step over uneven ground. You both hear a crackling sound and a fire shoots up from the ground next to you. You keep moving and do not let it bother you. As you persist through, your loved one tells you that they see something following you. You turn around and a large rodent throws itself at you and knocks you to the ground. The weight of the rodent is representative of all the fear you have been choosing to subject yourself to. A fear of things that are not likely to come to pass, things that have nothing to do with the present moment, that are irrational and unnecessary. You wrestle with these fears, facing them to let them go. You hear the same crackling sound of the fire, and you know what you must do. You roll the rodent into the fire, releasing your fear to the fire, releasing any control or hold it has over you. You both walk assertively out of the fire swamp and into the beauty and calm of the magical forest. The light breeze through the trees helps you to separate yourself from what you left in the fire swamp. There are two beautiful white horses waiting for you. You mount them and gallop towards the castle. As you arrive at the castle drawbridge, there is a gaggle of people excited about an event taking place inside. The two of you run in happily. The castle is really quite splendid. It is beautifully decorated with white candle chandeliers, roaring stone fireplaces, tapestries donning the walls. There is a regal ambience echoing through the corridors. Inigo Montoya and Fessik join you. You are very happy to see them. They tell you they have something to show you. You follow them. You arrive at the great hall and see a royal wedding taking place. At the front is an archbishop blessing the marriage. You hear him say the words, "Marriage is what brings us together today." This makes you smile and opens your heart center up even more, allowing such a flow of love between you and your wonderful friends and guides. Fessik tells you he will meet you outside in a few moments. Inigo tells you that he wants to take you another way. You both follow Inigo Montoya into a castle bedroom. The furniture is exquisite. The fireplace is roaring, and there is a beautiful large grey dog laying on the rug. Inigo Montoya goes over to the window and looks down. He calls to Fessik that they will all be down momentarily. You go over to the window, and Fessik is stood there with 4 stunning white horses ready for you all to ride off into the sunset together. You climb onto the windowsill and take flight. You feel yourself traveling even further. You fall peacefully, feeling more and more relaxed until you land in Fessik's arms. Inigo and your loved one jump out of the window and land on their horses. Fessik puts you on your horse, and the 4 of you ride off into the setting sun, ready to start another beautiful day. You take a nice deep breath, and as you exhale, you return yourself back into the time and space you are in now. You return yourself back into your physical body, into the room in which you lay or sit. You become aware of any sounds and smells within the room, the beating of your heart, the movement of your breath. Just bring your hands over your heart center, physically feeling your heart beating. And we're going to come back with 2 nice cleansing breaths together, letting out a sound on the exhale. Take a nice deep breath. Let it go. let it go. And in your own time, open your eyes and smile. Thank you very much for joining me. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day.